Your next comic coming to the stage, you see, when we have people on the show, they do a great job, we bring them back. This one's being brought back for the third time because he's just that fucking funny. Down from Knoxville, Tennessee, put your hands together for Matt Ward.
Hey, let's get the energy back, kids. I'm a motivational speaker. He told you I was a comedian, but I'm here to motivate you. I'm here to help you in your life. I'm here to tell you stuff that's going to help you. I'm here to tell you cautionary tales. So, that being said, let me tell you about the first time that I smoked crack. This will help you. So it was a book club. It was a Tuesday night. Nothing about this book club indicated that there would be drug use. It seemed normal, murder mysteries. That's what we did in the book club. I get there, I'm new to book clubs, I really don't know how they work at all. And they had some cake, they had some tea, and when everybody arrived, we smoked a bunch of crack, like right away. The very beginning of the book club. Here's the problem about being high on crack for the first time at a book club. Everyone wants to talk. No one wants to listen. So everybody's just going on, and you're just waiting for the moment to pounce. It's not true. I did smoke marijuana for the first time recently. I did. It's also not true. First time I smoked, I was 1 year old. I was 12 months old. I was still in months. And don't think I have bad parents. They weren't blowing it in my face. I wanted to do it. I found it. I sought it out. They shouldn't have kept it in that shoebox. That's easily achievable for a small child. Rolled it myself. I'd watched. I learned it from a television program that Bill Cosby was on. About doing the thing with the paper. And when you're a baby, it's really easy to roll baby arm-sized joints because you can just hold it right next to your arm, and then you're like, this is it. Here's the thing about smoking pot when you're 1. Number 1, child-proof lighters are a real bitch, okay? Number 2, you don't get high that first time. You just end up watching 16 hours of Yo Gabba Gabba. That was fun. I'm a dorky fellow. I'm 40 years old at this point in my life. I've made it to 40, and I decided as a show of solidarity to my high school classmates, I would grow my hair long, because that makes sense. When you go back to your reunion, I went to my first reunion, my 5-year reunion, and everyone was pretty much bald then, but all had good jobs, and I was doing comedy, so I was making like $14 a week. So I had to compete with them in some way. So I grew my hair out. When they came back, I was like, so who do you work for again? I'm sorry, who was it? How many kids do you have? That sounds amazing. I'm gonna go lay on a couch and watch Adult Swim. Like, that's what I'm gonna do. Dorky guy. Never been good with the ladies. Never been good with dating and all that. When I was younger, I did that thing that you do to try to impress women, where you get your first car, and then you drive around looking for cute girls. You see a car full of cute girls, you put in your go-to CD that they would like you've been listening to it the whole time. Mine was Belle Biv DeVoe's Poison. Roll your window, put it on, turn it up, roll your windows down slowly, get to the traffic light, look over and be like, what's up? For me, they just drive away. I do that same thing now. Pull up next to a group of hot girls in my 2006 Honda Odyssey. Put on the Ghostbusters theme song. Wait to the chorus and look over and be like, bustin' makes me feel good, and then just hump as I drive away. Because I don't give a shit at this point. I'm married with a 3-year-old at home. Something happened about 5 years ago, about 6 years ago, where nothing I did or said was any longer motivated by getting pussy, and that was the most amazing moment of my life. Just a relief swept over me. This is what happened. I was at a comedy club. I'd just gotten off stage, and a guy comes up to me. He's like, that was a really good set. And I was like, well, I was about to buy a shot. Do you want a shot too? And he's like, yeah, I'll take a shot. And behind us, I hear this girl go, that's fucked up. And I turn around, beautiful blonde. I'm like, excuse me? And she goes, that's fucked up. You're gonna buy him a shot, but you're not gonna buy me a shot? And I said, before I could even think of anything to say, my brain processed, just because you're pretty doesn't mean you can say whatever the fuck you want. And I turned around like, oh shit, yes. And then from then on, I was like, I don't care. I'm just gonna creep girls out. That's fine by me. My wife loves it. She loves the fact that that's my main interaction with pretty women. If I'm attracted to them, whatever I say is gonna creep them the fuck out. That's immediately what I'm gonna do. So now what I do for fun is I go to the mall and I just follow cute girls around and read whatever's on the back of their pants out loud. Just walk around like, juice it, juice it, juice it, juice it, juice it, juice it, prank, put it, prank, 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 tear it, cheer, cheer, cheer. 30 feet, that's how far back you have to stay, or it's a crime. So I learned from the mall security guy that I may or may not have smoked pot with. I did. And there's something about smoking pot in the mall, you just go around to the samples over and over again until you're full. Sometimes you have to steal a hat from Lids, so they don't recognize you. I've been dorky my whole life, and I'm okay with that. Now there's a difference, I want to define this a little bit for you because I've thrown the word out there a couple times. I'm not a nerd, don't get it twisted. I wish I was. I'm a dork. And here's the difference. A nerd has applicable skills that help other people. And knowledge that's more than just topical. Like a nerd's going to be able to fix your computer. I have glued my hands together twice. I'm a dork. I know a little bit about a lot, but not a lot about fucking anything. So let's just define that right away. And a dork that's mean is a douche. So that's what you've got. Whenever the dork's like, my minimal knowledge, I'm gonna throw that at you right now. Douche. I just hear that sound every time I witness that. It's okay. I envy old people, like elderly people. And this is why, because they're cool. Like here's how you know someone's cool. Two things. Number one, they don't think they're cool because they don't give a shit. The give a shit for old people is way down here. And that is cool as hell. Indifference is the coolest thing you can have. And I envy that. I want that. Number two, old people have great fashion sense. Also because they don't give a shit. They dress based on whatever the weather's going to be. Not just what's cool or what concert they want to go to. If you don't think that old people are cool, think about what hipsters wear currently. They look like old people. Old-timey caps and the knickers and like the suspenders, everything. Monocles, Tyler was talking about. Old people are the coolest ever. And we're about to have the greatest generation of elderly people ever. We're about to have the first generation of elderly people that have tattoos unrelated to military service. Hell yeah. Johnny Lydon from the Sex Pistols, Johnny Rotten, he's 58 years old. Henry Rollins, 53 years old. Hell yeah, we're about to have the greatest generation of elderly people ever. Stories are going to change. Used to be just about war, or how cheap shit was. Could you imagine what Grandpa Rollins' story is going to be like? Grandpa Rollins, tell us a story. I'm not going to tell you a story. Tell us a story. All right, listen. It was a Thursday night. We were playing CBGBs. It rained, so half the guitars wouldn't work. This guy in the front row kept spitting on me every time I started a song, so I had to kick his fucking teeth out. Sleep tight. That's it. Whole story. Can't wait. I'm gonna be a DOMIT. That's what I am right now. A dirty old man in training. So, creeping girls out at the mall. And then later on in life, when I'm 70 and I'm doing that same juicing, they're just thinking it's cute. I don't care. They're just calling the cops on 70-year-old Matt Ward. They're just putting me on Instagram like, oh look, this guy's going viral. Watch this video. This old fella has Ramones t-shirt. I don't know. I make mistakes sometimes. I went to Waffle House not long ago, and that was mistake number one. Mistake number two, I tried to order pancakes. Waffle House regulars know they don't serve pancakes at the Waffle House. Server looked at me like the stupidest human being that ever lived. She's like, we don't serve pancakes. We've never served pancakes, sir. And I was like, I'm embarrassed. It's like, you know what, Myrtle? I'm just gonna go. So I get up to leave. At the front door, there are two female employees about to fist fight. One looks, this is how I know, one looks at the other and says, you don't know me, bitch. In case y'all didn't know, that is the international sign for two women are about to fist fight like men. So I was like, okay, I'm leaving. And I went to the International House of Pancakes. And I ordered some fucking waffles. Because at IHOP they have pancakes and waffles. Here's one thing they don't have: sanctioned employee fights. I think Waffle House should change their name. Make it a little bit more simple so people like me don't end up there. Because first of all, they serve a lot more than just breakfast. They have burgers and all kinds of stuff. But for the most part, it's breakfast. Second of all, it's not really a house. It's more like a trailer. So let's just call the place what it is, breakfast trailer. Where we play Kid Rock 24 hours a day. And the only ironic thing that's ever happened here is Kid Rock once got in a fight with a Kid Rock fan while Kid Rock was playing on the jukebox at a Waffle House. And a wormhole opened up and they rebooted Quantum Leap and 5 other series. Thank you guys. Follow me on Twitter at Matt Ward Comedy.